This is it. It's finally been a whole year since I started this. Also, I didn't say it. I didn't say before, but I have a new microphone. I received it for at the end of the school year from my parents. So thank you. But the problem was is that with the way that it's placed, I if I would want to actually use it when recording my gaming videos, I would have to place it and be like so stuck. I would be stuck like this. I mean, like this doesn't seem too bad, but if I place it, whoa, if I place it like this though, hey, I can try to do something here. But if I place it like this, I would, yeah, seem kind of stuck, right? Seem kind of stuck. Preferably, whoa, the preferable choice would be for me to be straight, but with the way that I'm placed, my head is placed like in between the two screens that I have. Well, and but I thought it was a good idea to actually use the microphone while doing the vlog, the first year anniversary vlog. I can't believe it's been a year already. I really feel that this year has passed a lot quicker. Than some of the others. I feel like each year gets faster and faster. I really feel that when when COVID started, actually, I think that's when it started to go unbelievably faster. Well, actually, no, that's not true, because the first year that we had COVID, um, we didn't have school for like 6 months. It closed down after spring break, and yeah, after spring break, during March, after like no, it closed after 1 week after spring break. Yeah, and it just kept moving. It just kept being pushed and pushed more and more. That was 2 years ago, and it was at first it was supposed to be just like 2 weeks or something, and then it was like a month, and then there was gonna be no more school anymore. And yeah, then so I spent half of March, April, May, June, July, and August all inside. So 6 months inside all in a row. That was too much. I'm not gonna lie, that was really too much for me. But because I was used to having 2 months, 2 months of break after school. I was used to that. But having 6 months, that was a lot. That was a lot, and towards the end, it was starting to get really, really long. Okay. Now there are so many things that happened just even this year. Our whole family got COVID on a row. It started with me, actually, because I had the brilliant idea to walk back to school after to walk back home after school was done, because I looked at this guy and was like, oh, this is so bad. And since we were done, since we finished early, I told myself, well, why not? Why not go walk a little? And it started to rain. It started to rain that day. It was, I think, a Friday. During the whole weekend, I was pretty okay. But then it was Monday. At Monday, oh boy, at that day, I was like really, really tired the whole day. I just, even eating my lunch felt exhausting. I was getting even tired just moving around, doing anything was extremely exhausting. So yeah. And to show you how exhausted I was when I came back home, the first thing I did, I didn't even eat. I think, no, that's not true. I think I did eat. I just laid down in bed, and I was about to I was about to go to sleep directly after getting back from school. I was so exhausted, so tired, and one of our cats actually noticed because um, normally she never sleeps with me. She always sleeps with my parents. But that day when I came back, she stayed with me the whole time. So like normally when a cat does that, it's definitely because something is wrong. Something's extremely wrong. And so my parents checked, and I had COVID. I was so pissed off because it was during April. Yeah. Well, at least I didn't get sick. At least I didn't get COVID during June, because my God, that would have been awful. Just even getting during April was already awful, because I think I missed something like 3 or 4 exams. It took it took a total of 2 months actually to get back on everything, because there was one exam that my English teacher just didn't know when to do it. It took so long because we always kept doing exams one after the other, so we didn't have any time to do anything to do it, because there were only two of us who didn't do the said exam, but yeah. So yeah, I got incredibly worried, and then when I was going back to school, my mom had it now. So yay. I think wait, I don't think my dad had it though. I think my little sister got it after my mom finished. Of course, that was the most ridiculous thing ever as well. We all got COVID, but one after the other. It was so stupid. But anyway, so yeah, so that happened, and also I got a revelation. I also got a revelation though, but not necessarily in a good way. But I have to admit, I should have seen it coming. Because I have something to admit though. The person that you see here is not the same than outside. Because when I'm in my room is the place where I feel most calm, is the place that I feel most at peace. But when I get out of it, I'll be super irritatable. It'll be so unbelievably easy to get me just annoyed. I'll almost always be annoyed. I'll even sometimes be uh, I sometimes even be egotistic, hypocritical outside of here. But if it weren't for my mom, who after a total of 6 years kept it in, because she didn't want to destroy me mentally. I think, but then again, I don't know as well, because she didn't tell me everything. If it wasn't for her, I would have realized that. And I spent a whole week after she just snapped at me at morning before going to school. If it wasn't for her, I would have realized this. The thing is that I feel like my mind wants to change. No, not my mind. My mind doesn't want to change, but my heart does. Because each time, I think it can happen maybe 3 4 times during in the small point of a week, and I just kept crying and crying at like 11 11:30 at night. It just kept going and going. My mind kept going, and I felt like at that time, some people say it's just because you're tired. It's just because you're tired that like your deep thoughts are getting out. But I thought that yes, maybe because I'm tired. But when I'm tired, it's like there's a part of my brain that doesn't have the effort anymore to just um, hold the part that I don't like. And that part I don't like is the real me, is the outside me, outside room me. I don't like I don't like the person that I am outside of here. I want to change. I swear, I really do. But this doesn't want to. My heart does. It really does. But here doesn't want to. I think it's because of the fact that it took so long to just get over like the main problem that I had, which was anger issues, impulsive anger issues mostly. It just for that took so long, and I think there's like a part of me that thinks that I'll never be able to change just to get over impulsive anger issues took maybe 10 years just to get over that. Maybe no, maybe more 8. So just imagining, just thinking about changing the way that I act outside, just around other people. I keep thinking that I won't be able to. Even though some people would call it, yes, being just trying to find excuses, but I am trying to because I really want to understand why. I really want to understand why I'm like this. I want to understand, but I'm too scared to actually ask professionals, and I don't know why. But I feel like one of the reasons that I've been doing this channel now, it's because of wait, just gonna lower this a little. It's because wait, no, I think it's because that I wanted something else to do. I wanted a way to actually be able to show myself. Sometimes I actually watch my videos. Sometimes, but not often. I think that watching my videos is actually a way to show myself how I really am when I'm not around other people. Sometimes it comes out, like during my Half-Life videos, it came out a lot because so many times I was just tired. I was just tired during it because of like I said, so many little things were getting to me during when playing Half-Life, and I think that's actually and that was actually the outside me getting in here. Even even when I was playing rage games like Geometry Dash or Gravity Cat, even then I feel like it was still fun. You know, it was still fun to watch. Just watching me, just watching me being super mad about a certain game and just saying unbelievably ridiculous stuff. But I feel like it still showed that in a way I was still having fun. So I've been, so yeah, I think I said that, but I'm just gonna say it again just to be sure. After my mom snapped, I spent a whole week without saying anything. Literally, a whole week without saying anything. Because my mind was moving everywhere. Because I thought I was a good guy. I thought I was someone who just generally didn't like being around society. Even though yes, I'm doing YouTube, but at least, and that's the thing. I don't get to see people. I don't get to see the people that would criticize some of my videos, for example. I don't get to see them, so I feel like it's much easier than actually interacting with the outside. And that whole week was really a week of identity crisis, because like I said, I always thought myself of someone who was generally okay and not as stupid as the rest of the society. I'm not saying that the society is stupid. It's just because that all of society is stupid. There's just a lot of it. I'm not going to name anyone. I'm not. I don't do that. I don't do that. Not here. Not now. Not in a world where everyone is offended by everything. No way. I'm sorry if I say sometimes a little bit of things that would seem out of place, because like I said, I'm taking out a bit of my frustration here. But I know this is supposed to celebrate the year anniversary, my 1 year anniversary for the channel, but it's also the time that I take to talk seriously here. This isn't Matt Tada here. This is me, the Matthias. This is the Matthias that I still want you guys to know about. Even if you see the super happy me while playing games like Doom and stuff like that, and Portal and etc etc. It's because I do what I love. I do what I love. I love playing games, and I always talk during them. I always did that. Always did that when I was just playing them on my own without recording. I always did that. But like I said, after she snapped, it was the week of realization that really got to me, because I realized that I was not the person who I thought I was, and found out that yes, she was right. And in a way, I was just so jealous of her, of like, how could she manage? How could she manage to do all of that without snapping for 6 years? 6 years. She deserves a lot more than me. She deserves someone better than me. Someone who's actually grateful for what she does. For what she puts up with. And also, in a way, I don't know why it took me that long to realize it. Because I think it was just because my friends just didn't want to show it. My friends didn't want to tell me, because they knew how I would react. Because sometimes I do lash out every now and then. I do start to go a little bit overboard sometimes, but not as often as before. That I'm still happy though. I'm still happy about that though. Though I really think I could still be better than how I am now. I think that as well. I think that continuing doing this, because I'm not going to stop. No way. Even if I didn't have any new subscriber for months, for like 9 months now. But still, I'm still happy with what I have. Because that's the thing. Even if my mom did lash out at me after holding back for so long, some people will call it unforgiving, but I don't care. Yes, it did scare the hell out of me, because it was at morning, but I'm still happy that she did. Because if she wouldn't have did what she did, I still would be exactly the same, even though I feel like I haven't changed much. I still managed to realize it. That's what's the best part, honestly. But the worst part is that here wants to change. Over here wants to change. But in here, it doesn't. And the thing that I was telling myself for a while is that maybe I should just stay up during the night. Maybe staying up would actually help me come to realizations, because it was always at night that I had like, there was like the real moments when I would just stop being generally a douche and just like say what I really think about myself. But anyway, oh my god, I've been going on for so long. I'm sorry about that. I'm sorry. This is just very depressing now. But like I said earlier, I really want all of you to see how I really am. some people would just keep up with their charade, keep up with their charade and just not not saying anything. But I'm saying it here and now. And this is actually really hard to say. Because as you can see, I'm actually a little bit shaking right now. I think that anyway, back to the first year anniversary. I am still happy about that. It's been a whole year now that I've been doing this. And I really I really feel that even with what I have, even just with what I had, I'm still proud of what I did. Some of my proud the thing that I was most proud of is that when I was trying to play Portal Stories Mel, it was the game that almost crashed everything on my computer, literally. Even though it's not that demanding of a game, it's really not that demanding. I have games that are way more demanding than this, but I just kept going and trying and hoping that it works. And after maybe something like 15 recording attempts, it finally managed to work. And good thing I had a lot of videos in reserve, in the reserve for that, during that point, because I tried to record maybe like something 3 or 4 times a day, hoping that it would work. And it did. It still managed to work. I mean, just like the part that I knew that kept lagging all the time. Even though, yes, it was still lagging even after I stopped, because it started back again to lag towards the end, toward the last episodes. But yeah. Now, I've been doing this for a whole year now, but the thing is that I was thinking a lot more about this channel. I've been thinking about this channel for a lot longer than that. I created the channel back in May 2020 or something like that. Wait, I'm not sure anymore. I'll need to check right now, because yes, is one of the things that I knew, is that I thought about doing this for a whole year, but I think I actually started towards towards the 1st of July. Okay, yeah, I did create this channel the May 5th, 2020. Yeah. So as you can see, is that I really had this channel in mind for a long time. And what really helped push me to go farther was a certain channel that actually no longer exists anymore. It was a channel called Unis Honest. It was made by two YouTubers. It was made by Markiplier and Crank Gameplays, and the whole idea of the channel was, for a whole year, upload a video each and every single day. Some are more cinematic than others. Some were just purely stupid. And yeah, they did that for a whole year, and at the end, they would do a 12-hour live stream at the last day and delete everything. And that's what they did. They did it all the way to the end. It burned them out. It really burned them out, because because during uploading a video each and every single day while being professionally edited, it burnt out almost everyone who did it. But they were super proud of the result, and I am really proud of them too, because they kept going. They really did what they wanted to. It ended in November 2020, from what I remember, and I already had the idea for the channel back. No, I created the channel in May, but I think I already had the idea for it for a long time. I think I had the idea for the channel for like 6 months before I actually started doing it. I think I had the idea since December 2019, I think, or something like that. Anyway, I think it's been like a total of a year and a half that I thought about this channel, and I started it the 3rd of July 2021, and now it's 3rd of July 2022, and I'm still glad I kept going. The thing though that happened, and the thing is that I almost gave up already on the first day, even after doing my first videos, because my mom kept saying to do a lot of things, and more that she said, I was starting to get more and more demotivated. But the thing is that I do everything at my own pace. When people pressure me to do stuff, it just makes me want to do it even less. Because as someone who yes, I know that I am lazy sometimes. Someone who consider themselves being again lazy and lacks self-confidence. I'm not gonna lie. Sometimes I'm not sure what I'm doing. Even here, I've been doing this for like 26 minutes. And I've only started talking about the channel for like 5 minutes. But like now back to Untitled. The channel, what kept me liking the channel so much, and what made me actually cry when it ended, because it's because of what Mark kept saying throughout it. The basic idea of Untitled was to do something that it was something that it was going to challenge ourselves with. We wanted to see if we would be able to do it. We wanted to do something like this, and we did all the way to the end, and for that I am extremely proud of. This just goes to show, if you have an idea, just go for it. Don't be scared of what happens. Just try it, even if it fails. Hey, at least you tried. That's what kept getting me in here. That's what kept getting me in the fields. And that was what actually pushed me more and more to actually start it. When it ended, November 2020, I was now I really knew that I wanted to do this, even though I came up with the name of the channel like 4 months prior. No, 6 months prior. Yeah. I still knew that. Now I knew that I really wanted to do this. At first, it was just maybe of a thing that I would do for maybe a few weeks. But now I knew that I really wanted to do this. Yes, my first videos suck because the audio is horrible. Because I didn't know how loud the audio was compared. The audio of the game was compared to the me sound. But I learned over time, and also I learned that I can't have my camera on all the time, because when I forget to unplug it, the video will sound like shit. Just like my two last videos, I forgot to unplug my camera after doing the intro of the first video of the Plutonia experiment, and since I forgot, they sound like shit. I mean, I sound like shit, but you know. Okay. Well, maybe. So yeah. After it ended, now I was thinking about, okay, first of all, how am I going to do this? I think I already had the thought of for an intro, which came with the name of the channel. And by the way, no, actually, the name of the channel came with because of my last name. Because my last name is Adam, so Matthias Adam. So altogether, it would be like Mad Adam. You know, if you altogether just Mad Adam. But if you Mad Adam. Okay, but but if you just remove the M, you have Matada. So there came the name of the channel, and then I just kept going. And I was starting to see more for myself. I was thinking of an intro, and I got it. Normally, I was supposed like to cover my mouth. I covered my mouth during my first intros because the idea was to have like some sort of announcer do it, but it sounded like horrible. It sounded really horrible. It sounded like this. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, put your hands together for the one, the only, and I hated it. I absolutely hated it because yeah, you can't have that effect just by doing it yourself. You can't have that. You can hear it. You can hear it because you're the one. I mean, I could hear it because I was the one who was saying it, but it was hard to understand from the from you guys' perspective. So after that, it was very the outro. Though I think the outro I improvised it. I didn't know what to do as an outro. The original outro, I think it was something like subscribe. I think it was like subscribe to have a ticket for my next show, because I was seeing like a show being a video, but I thought I was like I don't know, I don't know, miss. I don't like that one very much. So then after I did my first video, and I think I'm not sure of that. I think I improvised the intro at the end, the outro at the end. I'm pretty sure I improvised it, but I'm not sure if it was already during those videos. Anyway. So yeah. I was thinking about as well, before starting the channel, I was thinking about which game should I play first. You know, which game should I play to start off? I was thinking about so many games. I was thinking about Undertale, which is actually one of the most important games of my life, actually. And I'll explain when I'll play that, why. I was also like nervous for like what would I use? What would I use as a recording software? And I just used the Xbox Game Bar because it's what's most simple for me. That's how I go. Simplicity. For how simple it works, it's gonna be a lot easier for me to actually be able to do it properly. And yeah. I think I had something else to say. Oh yeah. Today is just gonna be this video. A lot of it is just me talking about me. Again, talking about some stuff that I didn't say before, and what happened throughout a little bit of what happened throughout this year, because that's what I most remember. That was the most important as well, personally. And tomorrow I want to release something special. Tomorrow I want to release a new type of video. It's gonna be a compilation of the whole year. I think that's something that I would want to do for each year, each channel year. I mean, each channel birthday. Yeah, I'm gonna do like a compilation of video, like highlights of throughout the videos throughout the year. So that's gonna be tomorrow, and that's gonna be a lot of work as well for editing. That's gonna be, I think, the most demanding thing for this channel I would have done so far. There's also some stuff I still want to do. Like some stuff that I wanted to do was to do music videos, just like videos of just me playing through some music that I like a little bit. But the thing is that my piano's my electric piano got a lot worse than before. About like half of it doesn't work anymore. So yeah, that's a problem. But I also wanted to do some reactions to some videos, like some creepy videos in general, like Mandela Catalog and the Walton Files. I really find those interesting because I actually really like analog horror. I've learned to like it. But yeah. So that's gonna be the plan for tomorrow. And also, I always thought of this channel being as well a way for me to show the people how much I love games. Because yes there are a lot of gamer kids today. There are a lot of them, but they are rarely. I do know some, but really rarely some actually like old games. Like really. Like if someone says so, most of my generation wouldn't even think of playing Half-Life, or even the first Legend of Zelda. Seriously, even hell even play the first Doom. Even play stuff like Portal. Maybe Portal, maybe, but even that one I'm not sure about that, because I've learned that most of the people actually are just interested like Clash of Clans and Battle Royale and Clash Royale, which I have to say is like the stupidest thing ever. But it's just my opinion. Please don't destroy me in the comments. Please, I want to live. Okay. So yeah. Also, I'm gonna say this again. I know, Mom, that you're watching this. I know that because you always do. You always end up watching my videos. Not all of them, but I know you always end up doing so. So here's what I'm gonna say. Yes, I didn't mention that you lashed out at me before, but thank you actually for doing that. Because if it weren't for you, I wouldn't have realized it. Even if yes, I didn't change yet. At least I realized it. That has to be something, right? That has to be something. So thanks. Thanks, Mom. A lot. So yeah, this video was long, but this one was not much for entertainment. This was really to show. This was really to show you guys what I think sometimes. So, yes, tomorrow, yeah, I know that, again, this was a depressing video, but tomorrow is going to be a very fun one. I swear. Tomorrow is going to be really fun. It's going to demand a lot of my attention and a lot of work from me. So I really hope that you're going to like tomorrow's video. I really do hope. The thing is that I don't know how long it's going to be. I don't know how good the result's going to be. But I hope it's going to be good. I really do hope it's going to be good. So, to everyone who stayed, because I did lose some subscribers a little bit. To everyone who stayed, thank you. Really, thank you. I'm not going to stop. Don't worry. I won't. Because I still have fun doing this. It's the moment where I feel like I can be more calm. I mean, calm is relatively speaking, depending on what I play. But but I really do hope you actually do like my videos, because the thing is that I don't watch that many tutorial videos because I really want to learn most of it on my own. And advance in my own pace. Because I learned how to reduce volume, to reduce game volume, and using properly a microphone. I mean the gaming microphone, because before it was using the camera's microphone, which sounded absolutely horrible. But yeah. So yeah, this is gonna be I really hope that you're going to like for the next year. What's gonna be coming up for next year? Let's see for the future. And this is a message as well to myself. I hope that I'll be able to change better. I hope I'll be able to change the person who I am outside of here. You can say whatever you want, but outside of here, I'm really not the same. But I want that. I want to be better I want to be better outside. I want to be as good of a person I am here than outside. I want to be. I want to be as good of a person than I am here outside. I want outside me to be a good person. I want to be better for that. So thank you so much, everyone, for watching. If you are actually all made it to the end, if you made it to the end, well, first of all, thank you. That means you do care about me. That means you just don't watch. That means that you watch my videos, but not just for entertainment, not just to pass time. I mean, maybe it is to actually to entertain you and pass time, but if you actually watch this as well, that means you do care about how I feel. How and yeah, that means you do care about me. So thank you. It means a lot to me. Really, it means the world to me. So with that, thank you so much for watching. I hope you have a great day. Don't forget to subscribe and click the galing right next to it, as usual. And with that, let the curtain fall. Goodbye, everybody.